So you've got your invites out for Sunday's big game, and now you're probably deciding what you're going to serve to all those football fans who will be taking over your house.
Yeah, there is a real strategy here. So today is time to make your shopping list. But before you do it, we have a great idea for you. A crowd favorite that's really easy and healthy at the same time, guacamole.
We love the versatility of guacamole. It can be served so many different ways, and you don't even need to make it yourself. So, yeah, that's a big bonus. I recently visited the kitchen of a local food blogger for some fast and fresh ideas. We've all had it happen before. We've got guacamole on the menu, but the avocados aren't quite cooperating.
They never do.
Yes, we're here with Liz of thelemonbowl.com in Liz's kitchen, and we're talking about something that is a favorite for game day.
Oh yeah, you can't really have a party for watching the big game without guacamole. It's pretty much a rule.
Absolutely.
So I really love Sabra's guacamole because, like you said, it's so hard to gauge the time to find that perfectly ripe avocado. And there's nothing worse than trying to force a non-ripe avocado
Oh
to
my
be.
goodness. We had tacos
You
last
can't
night.
fake it.
We had that, hitting that, one ripe one,
Yeah, first.
one not so much.
And you know, if you're hosting even just a family of 5 or a party, you need quite a few avocados to make enough guacamole for a crowd because it is such a crowd pleaser. So I love Sabra's guacamole. It's so fresh, it's so flavorful, and to me, it's just such a better risk than trying to find a bunch of avocados at that perfect time.
Right, so it's great for the party, but it's great for other things too.
Yeah, so this is guacamole 3 ways. Because I love it, and I love it. I mean, I'm not going to sit and eat chips and guacamole every day, so I like to find different ways to incorporate it because guacamole is so good for you. It's full of, it's full of heart-healthy fats, so those fats will keep you feeling satisfied longer, and they're just really good for you. So, of course, you can always have it, just your traditional chips and veggies. This is a naturally gluten-free snack to have at parties, too. So that's always nice when you have a big crowd. Ready for the next one?
I sure am.
Okay.
This looks good.
7-layer dip. Who doesn't like 7-layer dip? I know I do. So we're actually going to also use Sabra's salsa and mix it with just a can of refried beans. This is the southwestern version that's got corn and beans, so you can already see good texture going on in there.
That looks really nice.
Yeah, super good, super flavorful, and again, really simple. You can just, you could even use just a can of black beans, but I like to use refried beans for these types of dips. So that goes right here in the bottom of a serving pan.
That's great. It looks good.
Or a dish. Yeah, you just spread it out. Look, this isn't pretty, but it's delicious. Okay.
And lots of layers.
Exactly. So next we're going to put a little bit of, you could use sour cream. I love using yogurt for the tanginess, but either works, and taco seasoning.
Okay.
You could buy store-bought seasoning or, just mix up some cumin with smoked paprika and garlic powder. It's really simple. And just want to kind of layer that on. Again, don't look too closely. It'll be good at the end.
Well, it all gets covered with cheese and other ingredients.
Exactly.
As it should be, right?
Next up, on the guacamole. And again, I can't tell you how many times I've tried to make this dip, and you need at least 5 avocados.
You do, and actually, getting it this way saves a lot of time and energy.
A lot of time and a lot of money, and it just cuts down on the waste when your party's on a certain day, and you end up wasting the avocados, so that's all taken care of.
Wonderful. Okay, we got a few layers going already.
Right. So next up, of course, cheese. Everyone loves cheese. And this is just some sharp cheddar cheese. You could use Monterey Jack, whatever your favorite cheese is. Just sprinkle that evenly on top. No measurements, no rules. This is simple, fun, laid-back food.
Yeah.
Then some scallions, just some bright flavors to perk up all those other ingredients. How does it look so far?
That looks really
It's
nice.
getting prettier, isn't it?
And what I like about it, I mean, really, you've been at it for about a minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
And look
Right.
what you have here. That's
And then
wonderful.
I love to add a little fresh cilantro on top. Now, my husband would be upset I didn't put black olives, but you could also use black olives, depending on your preference, to add a little color. But yeah, the fresh cilantro, this right here is ready to go. You're done.
So easy, crowd
easy.
pleaser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on to our third way to use our guacamole.
Now these are turkey guacamole apple wraps, and these are really good. You could have these for lunch any day of the week, or cut them into little bites for a party. And it's really simple. You take some plain flour tortillas. You could use any wrap, though, whole wheat wrap. You could use pita bread. It's really simple. Take the guacamole, and I love using guacamole in sandwiches instead of, mayo, because it's just another
great
way.
idea.
Yeah, it's heart healthy, tons of flavor, and just a little something different.
Okay.
Take some apples.
Ooh, nice touch.
Yeah, nice little apple slices on top. Gives it a nice, sharp, bright, crisp flavor. And then I've got some smoked turkey here, but use your favorite sandwich meat. And then you just wrap it up nice and tightly.
This is great.
They're
It's
so
like a
good.
fresh spin
Really fresh.
rather than a regular peanut butter and jelly.
And a
or
little bit,
snack for the
right.
kids.
And at a party or even in a lunchbox, it's a little something unexpected.
So you got a toothpick?
Perfect.
And it's
See,
perfect for
Rachel?
parties.
Perfect. One bite, you've got it right here. Tons of protein, that delicious, the crunch from the apple and the guacamole, which is tons of flavor, and you're done. So there you go, guacamole 3 ways.
We love that. We're right here in Liz's kitchen.
Thanks for coming.
So, of course, I had to try the Sabra guacamole and the wraps and the 7-layer dip, and I'm giving a big thumbs up to all of them. We eat the Sabra hummus at my house.
Yep.
You guys have probably had
love
that
it.
too.
Yeah.
Not as familiar with the guacamole, and they also have a salsa,
Okay.
which we're going to get to in just a minute, actually. But the guacamole was great. I had told Liz that I had made it just the other night, and you know, it is a little bit difficult too. You don't know what kind of ripeness you're going to find in your avocados.
Right, this time of the year especially.
Yep, and then you have to spend the time.
Right.
I know you like tomatoes in yours.
Right, we do. And it was interesting. I always thought guacamole seemed like, oh, it's so hard to make. And then we were at a restaurant where they do the make it by your table. And I was watching, I thought, I could do this. It's so easy.
Well, you could really do this and then just put your tomatoes in it, too.
Exactly.
I like some lime in, so I was thinking, maybe I could just squeeze some lime on top, too, and really tailor it to how I like it. And it's really, really good.
And the nice thing about the lime is that it keeps it from turning brown if you have a little left over. You maybe want to, like you said, you could package this up in Jen's lunch and then you could have that for a nice healthy snack during the afternoon. You know, I can't wait to try some of the other recipes that Liz was talking about as well because she has great ideas. She is a busy mom and she's all about making healthy recipes and adapting those things so you get great flavor, but things that are also going to be giving your body great fuel as well.
Yeah, that's right. And Rachel, you've got little ones at home.
Yeah.
These look like fun recipes that you could do with the kids.
Yes.
You know, having them just shred the cheese on the top. A lot of fun. And I'm always up for making easy recipes too, especially if they're healthy. And on Monday, we're heading back to Liz's kitchen to sample some Sabra salsa. She'll show us how to turn this delicious snack into a delicious main dish.
Is that fish?
It is fish, and it's interesting too because we took what a lot of people consider as a snack, salsa, and we really put it center stage in an entree. And so she decided to use the salsa in a fish dish, which is something that we don't always do. We focus on chicken or beef.
Think of that.
But it's a wonderful, very easy way, a recipe, in fact, that's been in Liz's family for a long time, to have whitefish or cod or whatever you may have, tilapia at your house. And it's very fresh because there's a lot in those salsas already. And so she adds a few things and voila, we have that story coming up on Monday. And if you are interested in checking out any of Liz's recipes, you can go to her blog, her site, lemonbowl.com. I've tried out a lot of her stuff, and she has something on there that is really great for a lot of people. If you say, okay, I want to make something with kale, you can put kale in there, and then all the recipes will show up that have kale in them.
There you go.
And sometimes you may buy large quantities at the store, and you say, okay, I have this, I have to use it before it goes bad. You can really kind of look and say, how can I make oatmeal?
Right.
And then have, you know, 20 different ways that you can make your oatmeal.
Well, and you know, with the price of fruits and veggies this time of the year, they get so expensive. You find out what's on sale, look in the grocery store flyer, then go to Liz's website and try to figure out how you can match
I asked her how she shops too, and she says, I really buy what's on sale.
Yep.
And so, you know, Liz, even though she has a lot of experience, she's awesome in the kitchen. She's just like everybody else and looking for shortcuts and looking for healthy ways to really feed a family. So we'll have more 8 West when we come back.
Your all-access pass to everything West Michigan.